Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, collective. I did a pre-shuffle, as you could see. I'd like to call in spirit at this time so that they could give you a message. This is Janine, the celestial messenger, and I'm calling in spirit right now so that I can read this message, so it can be as accurate. There we go. Okay. I'll say a quick prayer. I ask that the universe gives me a clear and accurate message for my collective, and that all monitoring spirits go deaf during this reading. I also wish you peace, power, and love. And let's get on with the message. I thank you, Spirit, for being here with me to deliver this message. The first message we have is the Two of Pentacles. By the way, this is a deck. Before I get started here, this is a deck that my son, Bobby, decided that he wanted me to use, so I told him I would use that today. It's called the Pulp Tarot deck. So, let's get on with the reading. Oops. We have a Two of Pentacles. This means that you're juggling something. Probably juggling a lot of things in your life. Work, family, home, bills, transportation. Kind of looks like there's a little bit of a turbulent sea right here. But you are still smiling. So even though you're juggling a lot, it looks like you're doing a great job at juggling. So let's see what this card's meaning really is in the book. Let's see. It's a pentacle. Once again, this two of pentacles. This is the earth. And the earth rules Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. They're very practical. They're very reliable. So male or female, masculine or feminine, you're very reliable. You're very practical. You use the resources that you have in a very balanced way. You are creating balance in your world. So that's good. That's a very good card to start off with. Because, it could be really heavy to always be doing a lot all the time. Make sure you take breaks. So, the young woman in this fanciful beach outfit juggles a pair of pentacles on a stormy beach. The sky is green and the seas are turbulent, but she's smiling and confident because she's got balance. This is a great start for the journeyer, somebody who's on a journey in the world of pentacles. She's got a lot on her plate, or he's got a lot on his plate, but sure, he's got his or her balance and his or her priorities in order. A glowing infinity of symbols suggests that the juggling act of life never ends, that perhaps life itself is a juggling act. Perhaps life is all about juggling. Also, right next to it is a major arcana card, which is the Emperor or Empress. Masculine or feminine, take whatever resides with you. This is the Empress or Emperor. The Empress is a person of fertility. She or he reclines in her peacock chair in the middle of a thriving wheat field, giving you a come hither glance as he or she plays with her blonde hair. She or he has a crown of 12 stars, one for each month of the year. There are vineyards and mountains in the distance. The Empress commands her domain and is the awe of everyone who meets her. Or him. So right down here is what you are growing. This is what you're calling in. And you are stepping back. You're open to receive. Remember, the Emperor or Empress does not chase. They attract. They bring everything to them. Okay, so keep in that Emperor, Empress power. Don't chase after what you want. It's going to come in. The next card is the Ace of Pentacles, and I'm going to tell you that is a Earth sign again. Of course, Pentacles are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Aces are usually new beginnings or rewards. So let's take a look. The Ace of Pentacles. This is an opportunity or new beginning. As you can see, land and milk and honey. The suit of the Pentacles is about the material world, usually understood to us as having money. It is not a coincidence that the symbol of the suit is a gold coin. The element of the suit is earth, and its path is the most turbulent in the deck. It's neither the steady march to glory of the cups nor the unraveling disaster of the swords. It's up and down, waves in and through, thick and thin, and it begins like other suits, with a gift from above. We might ask what material gift is granted to us by the divine force, or by the divine source. Well, one answer is life itself. We may be spiritual beings, but we exist in a fragile bone cage protected by a meat armor. If you're reading this paragraph or listening to it, you have been granted the material gift of life, and of course other aspects of having. Life is the pursuit of worldly pleasure, including but not limited to sex and money. This is a card about milk and honey, about abundance, about a new beginning, something coming in for you. Could be money, could be sex, could be just joy and happiness coming to you. Only you will know, actually, collective, okay? But I wanted to point out what could be coming into you for you is your divine counterpart. You have a match. You have a Queen and King of Wands. We're going to talk a little bit about this. They're a match. Wands is fire, passionate. They're creative. Let's see what else. They're full of courage and warmth. But we're going to see. I know this King of Wands comes to town, and in this picture here, he's kind of starting all over. He's burning the town to the ground because it was a faulty foundation, and he's bringing light to the town. So I will talk a little bit about the King of Wands. Like I said, King of Wands represents fire. He's a fire element, and that has to do with courage, passion, and creativity. So the King of Wands, I'm going to show you the card. The King of Wands is not to be trifled with. Even more than the Queen of Wands, the King possesses immense spiritual power. We find him here exerting the strongest possible force on a town that has wronged him, or perhaps only stands in his way. He's burning the town to the ground, but is his fire destructive or creative? He may be eradicating a town, but he may be doing it so in order to build something better. You see? Burn down that town, okay? Because he has a faulty foundation. He's gonna start all over. Let's see, he could be punishing the townsfolk or bringing them to a spiritual sea of change. Like other members of the Wands family, he wears a salamander symbol on his coat, which means that he wields fire, but it cannot harm him. Fire is definitely a destructive force and one to not mess with. So, you have a King of Wands. Your next card is a Major Arcana card, and that is the High Priestess. Or High Priest, however you resonate. Could be masculine or feminine. No matter what, this is what energy you are wielding right now from the universe. This is somebody who uses their intuition a lot. This is somebody who does get direct confirmation and direction from Source himself and the universe. They guide you. There's this deep feeling of knowledge. So, the High Priestess knows things. She or he's got wisdom. She or he makes the rules. But she or he also is kind and personable. You could say that she or he is a mom or a dad. Her props are she or he has the keys, the paper, the outfit, the moon-shaped brooch, the pomegranate and palm wallpaper. All point to her being a wise keeper of tradition and order. So do you see here? She has the keys, she has the paper, a pomegranate in her hands. So she's very knowledgeable. She or he. Masculine or feminine energy. Remember that there's always an opposite in the universe. Without darkness, there can't be light. Without bad, there can't be good. So this is a person that uses all resources that are available from Source in the universe, and is very knowledgeable because she or he listens to his intuition or the messages that come from spirit, ancestors, or guides. Your next cup is the Nine of Cups, and the cups is a watery element. It has to do with the signs of Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. They're very emotional, sensitive, and very intuitive. They have knowledge. In this particular card, it looks like there's a celebration. There's happiness. So we'll look up this card and see what this card has to say, because that's the energy that you're in right now by listening to your intuition and juggling many things in the earth and being in your Emperor, Empress energy and having abundance coming towards you. Milk and honey. So, the Nine of Cups is a celebration. You're celebrating. A lot of happiness is coming towards you. I'm going to show you the cups again. Kind of reminds me of Bewitched. I don't know if you guys remember that show or not. Anyway, the Nine of Cups, whatever the journey was searching for in the Eight of Cups has apparently been found, and an emotional equilibrium has been restored. In fact, she or he's doing pretty good right now. She or he is at the tail end of what seems to have been a very successful office party, one perhaps celebrating his or her promotion. She or he attains control over his or her emotion and is ready to have some serious fun. Please do not be gluttonous and overindulge at this time. Now, remember, there has to be balance. Everything you do must be balanced. It's okay to celebrate. It's okay to have some fun, because you're celebrating a victory that you must have had to walk away from through this Eight of Cups. We're going to talk about this Eight of Cups. But in the recent past, you're juggling things. So I also want to remind you that even though you might be in a celebrating energy, don't be gluttonous. Don't overindulge. Okay? That's just a word of warning. The next would be Eight of Cups. And it looks like this man is walking away from something. His cups are still standing though. So it must have been a really tough decision to have to walk away from something to celebrate. Okay, so we're going to read the Eight of Cups. Must have been hard to do, but it's something you have walked away from. The pilgrim on the path of cups has gone from reminiscing about childhood to thinking about illusions, and is now taking a moonlit journey. As suggested by the detective getup, they're searching for something missing. The nighttime setting is important. This is not a journey of the pilgrim. would make during daylight hours. This is a 3 a.m. laying awake thinking about mistakes you've made card. The mistakes you've made. The most important thing about the mistakes you have made in the past is it doesn't rule your future. Okay? So we might have to let go of some things. Let's see, the illusion of the Sevens of Cups is the thing the pilgrim is searching for might exist only in their mind. So remember, something you're walking away from is an illusion. That's what I got from that card. The next is the Queen of Wands. Like I said, we have a nice pair here. They're very passionate, very creative, and inspiring, actually. This is a fire element. Could be Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. So you could be any one of those signs. So it might turn into a beautiful love reading. Right now, you could possibly be in your Queen or King energy. And we'll see what the Queen of Wands has to say. This could be masculine or feminine energy. Take it how it resonates. Remember, take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Because remember, this is a collective reading. Wands. The Queen of Wands is very attractive, and she has reached a place in her spiritual development. Where she wields her power with serene but severe authority. Her black cat is her shadow self, which guards her and advises her. She controls her shadow self, but also feeds it and keeps it close to her throne. You might be the Queen of Wands, or it may be someone you know. She may wield her power for the good. I'm going to talk a little bit about the shadow self. Shadow self is your ego. Like I said, you have to have both energies, positive and negative, in order to understand. You have to have the good with the bad, the light with the dark. This is the shadow self, representing the shadow self, working with your shadow self to become complete. It's more like your ego, but the ego is good to a point to have, as long as it's in balance and you are spiritually aware. The shadow self is also a protection. You usually go into this whenever you might feel the need to protect yourself. So that's why she's holding up her wand. But she is on a spiritual journey. She is acting out of her greatest power, because she's not letting her ego rule her world. She is also balanced, and she is very spiritual, and she works towards the good of all. So that's a good energy to be in. Very good energy, collective. Okay, the next card that you have is two major arcana cards, and this is the Magician. And I wanted to point out the Magician. The Magician is a great manifester, and he uses all of his tools to manifest this. He has a cup, which is water element. That would be the signs of Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. You have the swords, which is an element of Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. They're very intellectual, intelligent, and social. Cups is emotional, creativity. He also has the Pentacle right here, which is the Earth, which is Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, passion, courage, and warmth and strength. And you have a wand, which is wait a second, excuse me, I need to correct myself. This is an earth sign. This is your Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. This is a pentacle. They're very reliable and practical. So he uses that element. This is your fire sign, which is your wand. Um, it rules Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo, passion, courage, warmth, and creativity. So you are using all these tools to manifest something into your life. Could possibly be your divine counterpart, which is right here. So you're manifesting, but you're also listening to your intuition. And you are walking away from something or somebody to obtain this counterpart. You're also, the last card will be the Fool. That is taking a leap of faith. So we're going to talk about the Fool next. So I just wanted to bring that to you. What I see that is coming in for you, collective. So, the Magician, we'll read about him. He is manifesting. Could be manifesting love, could be manifesting abundance, all earthly things. Could be manifesting balance in your life. So, it could be one of three things that I see on the table right now. So, he is a major arcana card, and I'm going to tell you about him with this particular deck of cards. He's actually relying totally on Source, but he has all his tools available towards him or her. I'm sorry, masculine or feminine. The Magician is the master of all four suits: wands, cups, swords, and pentacles. He or she knows all and sees all. He or she can bend the tools of the universe to his will. Flowers bloom wherever he goes. He wears a belt made of a snake eating its tail. He's a mystical wizard and divinely inspired by spirit or the universe and Source. Unless, of course, he's just a cheap hustler in a cool suit and it's all just tricks. Or maybe both things are true. But since it's not in reverse, he is manifesting for the good, calling in everything that's good for him or her, masculine or feminine energy. Your next card is the Fool card. You're taking a big leap of faith. You're listening to this intuition. You have the knowledge within you. Even though you're juggling a lot, you do have the knowledge to seek what you want out of life. Everything that's here upon earth, as above, so below, as below, so above. So, that's a good thing. You've got a new start here. You're taking a leap of faith. That's what the Fool does. And you're protected. This dog may be your personal pet, or it could be a spirit guide that's going with you. That is helping you take this great leap of faith in a new direction in your life. That's wonderful. That's new beginnings. Not necessarily do you know where you're going or how you're going to get there, but you're going to do it. You're listening to that intuition. So it's a major arcana card, and that is the Fool card. The Fool. The Fool is blessed. She or he runs off of a cliff, not paying the slightest of attention. She or he holds a white flower and has changes ahead. Not a care in the world. The local dog happily trots beside her. It may be his or her pet. It may be her spirit guide. It may be Source. She may be plummeted to her death, or she may take off and fly. The point is, she's enjoying this moment of pure joy and has faith in the universe and Source, and has nothing but complete faith in all that she's doing right now. Even though she's juggling. Even though she's juggling, she's taking a leap of faith towards a new beginning, possibly towards her counterpart or twin flame. by using her intuition, walking away from something that no longer served him or her, manifesting this to come to life, to come about, calling it in, not chasing it. Remember, the Emperor or Empress does not chase. You're calling it in. You're manifesting it. You're not chasing. You're using your intuition. Emperor, Empresses never chase. They bring things to them. And then the total end will be a celebration. So that's what I have for you, collective. I'd like to give you an affirmation. This affirmation is, I am at the right place, doing the right things, calling in the right things to me. I am guided by Source. So you can write that down or just remember it. I also wanted to pull an oracle card for you. I'm going to pull it from this deck right here. And I wanted to also mention that I also wanted to thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. And please tell your friends and family about my channel. I'm just here to deliver messages that I get from Source. I enjoy doing it too. I really love to get these messages out because, you know, life's about learning. I also wanted to mention that I have another one of these decks. It's the Starseed Oracle deck, and the 100th member that subscribes to my channel, remember, Janine, the Celestial Messenger, will receive one of these decks. So, I'm going to do 3 shuffles, and let's see what kind of message that wants to come out for you. This is mostly about stars. I believe you're all a star in my book. We're all here, and we have an abundance amount of light that we could give towards this world. We're all here to make changes. Even though we're in this body, we do have a spirit. And hopefully your spirit is of love, light, peace, and joy, and happiness. So, I'm going to shuffle this 3 times. 1, 2, oops, that didn't go through too well. Let's try that again. 2, 3. Let's see if the universe might have a message for you as a star, a light worker, somebody who is of the light. Okay, it says Lost Lands. Remember, as a bright shining star that you are, you have soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. Use your intuition in everything you do. This is a card of Lost Lands. It is of the earthly realm. So remember, your soul has been here before. You have memories and you have gifts. Please use those gifts to the best of your advantage, and also to the advantage for other people, to help other people. That's what we're here for. We're all here on a spiritual journey to get closer with the universe source and to become an amazing star. You've done this before. You know. You use your intuition. You know the real answers. So that's what I have for you, collective. And please have a blessed day.